of Nigerian Army training institutions, heads of defense and Nigerian Army establishments, senior officers, Army Headquarters Regimental Sergeant Major, and other Regimental Sergeant Majors here present, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is still with a solemn but a resolute spirit that I welcome you all to the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference 2024. I thank the Almighty God for granting everyone joining mercies to Abuja for this gathering. Today marks a month and a day since we laid our late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General T. Lagbaja, Nigerian Army Medal, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, to rest. He initiated the planning for this conference, and I believe we all wish he was here to lead what he began. It is therefore in his honor that I decided and directed that the Chief of Policy and Plans should make this annual conference an in-house event, similar to the usual quarterly meetings. May I now request that we all please stand up to observe a minute silence in honor. As you are all aware, the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference is designed to assess Nigerian Army's activities for the outgoing year while consolidating plans for the forthcoming one. The conference offers an opportunity for us to review existing policies, formulate new ones, and evolve strategies to drive them, all within Nigeria's national security framework. As this is my inaugural conference since assuming office, it presents a valuable opportunity for me to engage deeply with the current state of affairs in the Nigerian Army as we review the present situation and chart a new course that strengthens our role in safeguarding the stability of our shared nation in the coming year. In this conference, our focus will be on developing innovative strategies to confront and ultimately defeat terrorism and other threats to the peace and security of our dear country. I am aware that I took command of the Nigerian Army at the critical moment when our nation faces daunting security challenges. I am, however, determined to ensure that under my leadership, the Nigerian Army remains steadfast and unwavering in the commitment to addressing the challenges facing our great nation. Our determination to protect Nigeria's territorial integrity must be stronger than ever before, and we will relentlessly pursue excellence in ensuring the safety and well-being of all Nigerians. My leadership concept aims to create an enabling environment that facilitates administrative and operational successes for the Nigerian Army. The great Chinese philosopher Sun Tzu asserted in his book, The Art of War, and I quote, "A leader leads by example, not by force." He emphasized the power of setting examples as a leader and evolving leadership strategy to foster loyalty and dedication amongst people that are being led. To this end, I shall lead by example, and my words will be my bound. I urge you to engage actively with your troops, ensuring that they are all motivated, prepared, and ready to take challenges head-on. Remember, as leaders, we must embody decisive action and set good examples that inspire the force. Hence, you must lead with determination, resilience, empathy, and unyielding commitment to our mission objectives. Undoubtedly, the year 2024 has been eventful for the Nigerian Army, particularly on the operational front. We have increased the tempo of ongoing operations against terrorism, banditry, kidnapping for ransom, and wanton killings across the 6 geopolitical zones. The fight against terrorism and banditry under operations Adinkai and Fasanyama has been intensified in the Northeast and Northwest theaters, respectively. In particular, Operation Fasanyama is making concerted efforts to speedily dismantle the Lakurawa terror groups in the Northwest. These operations leverage enhanced intelligence gathering, rapid deployment of special forces, and synchronized air and ground offensives to establish control and neutralize threats in the region. Additionally, reinforced efforts are ongoing to engage local communities in information gathering and sharing to foster trust as well as promote a united stance against Lakurawa and other terrorist groups. This broad strategy underscores our unwavering commitment to safeguarding the nation and ensuring the safety and security of its citizens. Similarly, troops deployed in other ongoing operations, such as Operations Wildstroke, Safe Haven, Udoka, and Delta Safe, have continued to collaborate with personnel of other security agencies to contain security threats in the North Central, Southeast, and South-South regions of the country. The sustained large-scale ground offensive supported by air and maritime assets across all theaters have continued to keep terrorists and other criminals off balance while building the confidence of the locals. Relatedly, our non-kinetic efforts have been hugely successful, particularly in the Northwest and Northeast regions. So far, we have had a large-scale surrender of terrorists and the submission of a substantial catch-up of arms and ammunition, which ordinarily might not have been possible through our kinetic efforts. To this end, the Nigerian Army will upscale both kinetic and non-kinetic efforts across all theaters in the coming year to ensure peace is completely restored across the country. I must appreciate the executive and legislative arms of government for prioritizing the recruitment of the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies. The acquisition of state-of-the-art military equipment such as helicopters, drones, and armored fighting vehicles, amongst other critical military hardware, has continued to enhance our operational efficiency. Furthermore, Army Headquarters' reinvigorated drive towards refurbishment of combat enablers such as the T-72 tanks, armored personnel carriers, and artillery pieces has further enhanced the serviceability of our platforms, correspondingly impacting hugely on our operational effectiveness. Accordingly, I hope to sustain the acquisition of requisite platforms and other combat enablers in the coming year to further enhance the Army's combat effectiveness. In a bid to guide the actions of the Nigerian Army under my leadership, I released my command philosophy about a week ago. As contained in the document, I intend, and I quote, to consolidate the transformation of the Nigerian Army towards bequeathing a well-motivated and combat-ready force that can effectively discharge its constitutional duties and responsibilities within a joint and multi-agency environment, unquote. As a believer in the fact that training drives operational successes, I shall promote realistic and focused training across the force in a bid to enhance operational efficiency and combat readiness. To this end, I shall ensure that all the Nigerian Army training institutions sustain professionalism through realistic training and engagement of the right mix of personnel as drivers of our professional military education. My goal is to ensure that officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army possess the quality and requisite skills to foster professionalism in meeting the demands of the current and future operating environments. In line with this commitment, the Commander of Training and Doctrine Command, Nigerian Army, and the Chief of Training will work with other stakeholders in the coming days to review our existing training curriculum and develop a robust approach that better aligns with our unique operational needs and environment. Those who have read my command philosophy will appreciate the premium I place on soldiers. I have in the document spotlighted my desire to prioritize the soldier-first culture by ensuring that every Nigerian Army soldier is highly professional and motivated, with their welfare well catered for. This is in recognition of their pivotal role as the foundation of the Nigerian Army's strength, operational readiness, and mission success. To help realize my command philosophy, I have this, which is rested on 4 pillars of leadership, sound administration, professionalism, and combativeness. These pillars will guide our actions and decision-making at all levels, henceforth. I am fully committed to upholding and, wherever possible, enhancing the existing welfare support schemes, including those for the widows and next of kin of our fallen heroes, as well as for personnel who have incurred disabilities in the line of duty. This commitment includes timely financial assistance, access to health care, educational sponsorship for children or dependents of personnel, and other essential services aimed at providing stability to those affected by the sacrifices of our courageous colleagues. By prioritizing these welfare initiatives, we honor their service and reinforce our duty of care, ensuring that the families of fallen and injured personnel are well respected. Additionally, I am dedicated to maintaining systematic troops rotation to relieve personnel who have overstayed in the field and to introduce fresh forces into our operational theaters. This practice is essential for preserving the physical and mental well-being of our troops, preventing fatigue, boosting morale across the force, and ultimately enhancing operational effectiveness. At this juncture, I would like to commend all officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army for their unwavering sacrifices and efforts in ensuring that the Army fulfills its constitutional responsibilities. Although there may be some occasional setbacks, the general perception out there among Nigerians is that the Army remains a responsible and responsive force capable of effectively discharging its constitutional duties and making the nation proud. Therefore, I urge you all to redouble your efforts in the coming year to surpass our accomplishments from this year. I plan to use this conference to convene various directives and policy guidelines that will guide our training, administrative, and operational engagements in the new year. This is to ensure that everyone is on the same page and to avoid misalignment of efforts. Therefore, as we deliberate issues during this conference, I encourage participants to engage actively and objectively to help arrive at viable policies and strategies that can strengthen the Nigerian Army's efficiency in the foreseeable future. I believe our collective experience can give us the ideas and ideas we need to function better as a force and advance our national security agenda. Finally, with a deep sense of responsibility and utmost respect, I humbly extend our profound gratitude to Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, for his strategic guidance and unrelenting effort and support to the Nigerian Army. On behalf of the officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, I once more pledge a total commitment to the defense of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as a flourishing democracy. Also, I thank the members of the National Assembly for their understanding and commitment to ensuring the Nigerian Army's budget and non-budgetary allocations are progressively enhanced. I'm also very grateful to the Honorable Minister of Defense, the Honorable Minister of State for Defense, and the Chief of Defense Staff for their strategic guidance to the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army will leave no stone unturned to justify the competence and support of the government and the good people of our great nation, Nigeria. On this note, it is my honor and privilege to declare the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference 2024 open. Thank you all, and God bless. Please sit down.
That was the remarks by the special guest of honor, the Chief of Army Staff.
Next is Muhammad Adamu, NOK2. Last on the list is Emmanuel Michael, NOK2, Corporal Ekiti.
The one when he come here, the one when he come here, the one when he come here, sit down.
Now we're going to call the Chief of Army Staff. Yes, sir. Morning, sir. I should go. Yeah, please speak this house now. They wanted to interview me now. All right, gentlemen.
Gentlemen,
zai shigo ta nan ne? Ta nan zai shigo?
very senior officers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of the special guest of honor for this very important General Olufemi Oluyede, the arrival of the special guest of honor, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General. Please announce that the press please get set and position yourself properly for the commencement. The special guest of honor, sir, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyede, Commander, Training and Doctrine Command, Nigerian Army, the Chief of Policy and Plans Army, Principal Staff. You may please approach the medical aid post situated behind the mess hall, where you can get immediate medical assistance. Adequate measures have been in place to ensure your security during this conference. It is equally desirable to strengthen this.
S1, Abuja. Venue for the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference 2024. The high table is situated at the front of the mess. There are 8 rows of seats. A restaurant for refreshment and tea breaks for Major Generals is located behind the main bowl of the mess building. The restrooms for your convenience are situated to the immediate right at entrance into the mess building. All emergency, please do not panic. Kindly adhere to the following instructions. Those of the aisle and those in the secretariat are to move in an orderly manner through the exit door, tagged exit B. back of the mess building and head to the advised to take advantage of the health tips leaflet enclosed in the conference folder.